Remember when the Xbox One was released? Like the release date and everything? Good, because I really don't either. But honestly, consoles are kind of starting to get out of the way now. Of course, you have the Xbox Series X or S, I believe. There's two of those. And you have the upcoming two versions of the PS5. But since those are coming out, one of the things we'll be looking at is how we are going to play games from the last generation. So enter your phone and your tablet. And of course, Samsung is partnered with Microsoft. So you definitely will have a lot of different ways to access a lot of different Microsoft content. The content we're going to be talking about today is the Xbox Gamepass app. And more specifically, or more precisely, this thing right here, which is the MOGA, what is it? MOGA Power A XP5X. It's a really fancy name for a Bluetooth controller that is designed to work with your Samsung devices. And this is what Samsung has been toting around since the Galaxy Note 20 release, as well as the Tab S7 Plus and all the Tab S7, well, there's only two of those, but the Tab S7 device releases. So we're gonna unbox this and take a look at it today. So if you're going to play any kind of game, you're obviously going to need a way to control it, right? So what we're going to be taking a look at right now is the MOGA XP5X Plus. Hopefully I got that name right because that is a mouthful. And this is a controller that Samsung has been pushing very heavily for this Xcloud partnership between Microsoft and themselves. So what you're looking at here is a $69.99 purchase. Just going to go ahead and interrupt myself there. So it is actually going to be free with the purchase of one of the Tab S7 series, or with the Note 20 series, it's going to be $20, at least at the time of this video. That's probably going to change, so if you want it, go get it now. Now back to the video. And if you sign up for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on its own, it actually comes out to $1 for your first month. So essentially you get 3 months free and the first month for $1. If we take a look at what you get with this controller, you're going to get a USB Type A to micro USB cable. That is kind of one drawback. Don't know why this is not USB Type C, but whatever. You're going to get another smaller Type A to, actually, hold on. This is a, oh geez. This is a micro USB head right here on the end, but it has a Type C cover to put right on it to make it work with anything that does have Type C. And you're going to get one last cable. Move that out of the way. And this is actually a micro USB to micro USB here. And again, with that Type C adapter right on the top there. So very versatile. You shouldn't really have to worry about charging it or using it to charge a device, which is a feature of this controller. The last thing you're going to get is this little clip grip here. And that just goes on the controller if you're playing with your phone. It can just hold your phone for you. Sorry, I got that upside down. There we go. And fits there snugly. Depending on the weight of your phone, you kind of want to be careful with it, but this is essentially what you get. So let's move this stuff out of the way, and let's take a look at the actual controller itself. So as you can see here, it looks pretty much like a standard Xbox controller. You have your two joysticks, your Y, your B, your A, your X, your Xbox button right here, your start, your, I don't even know what this button is anymore because I don't have an Xbox since I donated mine to a child who would definitely enjoy it a lot more than me. But anyway, There's that button right there. Then you have your standard D-pad right here. And if you notice, there's a little switch right here, which you can toggle back and forth. To the left, it goes into a USB mode. And to the right, it goes into Bluetooth mode. Now, one of the really cool things about this controller is that it has a 3000 milliamp battery, which can charge your device while you're playing. And if you look at these two buttons down here, that button actually tells you how much battery power you have left in the controller. And this allows you to actually charge the device you're playing with while you're playing with the controller. I believe if you put it on left, it doesn't charge. If you put it on right, it does charge. There's also another button down here. Forgot what that does. But one of the things you will notice is that there is no headphone jack down here. Now, I don't know how much Xbox controllers have evolved, but since I had mine, I do know that there was a headphone jack down here. So keep in mind that's not there. This controller is kind of primarily meant for a mobile device, so just be aware of that for sure. If you take a look at the top of the controller, you have your standard left trigger, right trigger, left button, right button. I guess that's what the B stands for. And then you have two ports, a female type A port, as well as a female micro USB port. And here is where you actually pair your device via Bluetooth to the actual device you're pairing it to. So what you would do is just hold this, and it doesn't work, of course. Sorry, got to turn it on with the Xbox button. So if you press and hold that button, as you notice, it goes into a pairing mode. At this point, you just go into your Bluetooth settings on your device, and basically you'll see the controller there, tap it, and simple, back. Just simple. If we take a look at the bottom or the back of the controller, my apologies, you have these two trigger buttons right here, which you can use for advanced configuration. If you're playing Halo or something like that, you can probably configure these to throw grenades or shoot or whatever have you. So that's a look at the controller that Samsung is toting for this experience. I guess Samsung and Microsoft in that partnership. It's pretty good value, I would say, especially for mobile gaming on the go. And that is a look at the controller. So now let's take a look at the games. So as you can see, everything is pretty much straightforward. From the minute you jump in, what you're going to do is you're going to see games. Not every single game, because one of the things you really want to know about this Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription is that it is kind of spread out into three categories. So as you can see here, you have PC, console, and cloud. Now, if you do not own an Xbox One or anything of that sort, and you are only playing this on your tablet and phone, the only category you're going to stick to is cloud. Pretty much what you're going to see here on this little icon is just your perks, your quest, redeem rewards. I really haven't delved too much into this part, but I will probably a little bit later. You're also going to see when your subscription renews up here, and that's pretty much it. If you go down here, this is your library, and this is where you will have any of the games you've wanted to play or any of the games you put to the side to kind of play later. These are where they're all going to be situated. So I guess it's kind of play later instead of a library. All right, so let's take a look at a game now. Let's go to Batman. And this is the experience you're really going to get when you load up a game. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. In the case of Halo, it did not load up for me whatsoever. And play some Batman. start. I really haven't gotten far in this. I have played this game a long time ago and I really liked it a lot. So it's good that I can demo it for you. Gonna zoom out a little bit because the quality doesn't seem to be showing up very well. I'm using my Note 20 Ultra and I guess I zoomed in through digital. But anyway, let's play. So as you can see, this is pretty stable. It's not the best, but it's not the worst it could be.
I'm just glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe.
And as I say that, you see the lagging and stuttering.
You still know
So I'm not sure why this keeps happening, but my connection seems to keep dropping frames or dropping the stream, whatever.
Any lead on Scarecrow? We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown.
See that wireless line right up at the top left?
All night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city. If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it. Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham? I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
All units, we got 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman. Every damn time.
Alright, so this is pretty much what you can expect from the Xcloud service. These cutscenes take really long, so what I'm going to do is cut it off and let's see if I can actually get Halo or something else to run. Alright, so I finally did get Halo to work, hopefully. And I wanted to kind of take this a little bit of a step farther and kind of show you what you can really do with this Xbox Game Pass. So what I'm doing is I hook my tablet up to my TV and I'm going to try and play some Halo, the campaign, of course not the multiplayer, because I'm not going to let anybody see me lose really, really badly on my TV. So right now what's going on is I have the controller connected to the tablet and then the tablet connected directly to the TV, and this is all wireless. Don't really know how this is going to go, but let's see anyway. And as you can see, it's not going good at all. Alright. So this is a failed experiment. Now I'd imagine if you had DeX cable, this would probably work out a lot better. But I just wanted to show you what the possible capabilities for this would actually be. So let me see if I can actually disconnect from my TV and bring this down to the tablet and show you that the quality is actually a lot better. Alright, so I brought this back from my TV back to the tablet. So just wanted to show you that the quality is a lot better. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that over and over again. It kills them, it kills them. This really is pretty smooth. Now, of course, if I haven't mentioned it before, this is really going to be highly dependent upon your internet connection. The way that any sort of data connection works is that it's going to be as strong as your weakest link. So, I guess the rain has stopped affecting my internet connection somehow, and the Xcloud is working pretty well. So right now, this is probably not the best that it can be, but this is probably about damn near 90%.
Dr. Halsey lost her left arm. When did that happen?
Jewel did it. No idea when or why.
Reckon it wasn't an argument, or he'd have cut off her head instead of her arm.
The door is sealed tight.
Forerunner security station. Must be in lockdown.
Let's see. They should do it. Door's open.
The Artemis did the trick. Look, listen to this. They're assaulting the back of the temple. Bring in the Kraken.
Kraken sighted!
Hold position. Buy more time. Jewel's getting desperate. How'd you learn to speak Sangheili, Vale? When I was a kid, I was stuck on a diplomatic shuttle and drifted deep space for 6 months. My options were be real bored or spend the time getting smart.
Our destination is on the other side of this battlefield. Watch out for the Kraken. The Covenant are trying to use it to break the Promethean lines.
I'd rather not get stuck between them.
Alright, so I'm going to stop the video here, but this is just a look at just how good this experience can be when it is good. Now, you can definitely go ahead and do this on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra also. And of course, with the addition of 5G, this is supposed to be doable on the go. Now, 5G is extremely sporadic in a lot of different areas. You can go ahead and take a look at my test video that I have on 5G. I would not recommend doing this, even if you do get a really fast throughput, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the fastest connection, and I can't really explain that. And I know it would probably seem like it is. Like, I've gotten darn near 200, rounded off about 220 down, but I've experienced issues where when I would try to go to like a simple web page, that would get stopped up. So I don't know if it's due to the fact that these 5G towers are still being upgraded and implemented or something, but when 5G eventually gets up to where it needs to be, this will be playable outside and anywhere else. For now, stick to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is going to be your best friend. Or if you have a USB Type-C to Ethernet adapter and you really kind of want to do this more in depth, you can probably just go with that option also. Anyway, though, this was just a quick look at the Xbox Gamepass / what is this controller called? Oh my god, this long name. The MOGA XP5-X Plus controller. Hopefully I got that right again. But hopefully this video just gives you an idea of what everything, or what this Xbox gaming experience could be like on a tablet or a mobile device. So as always, have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world. And thank you for watching.